When I was 6 months pregnant, I had a surgery to remove a cancerous tumor, and it left me with absolutely horrible stretch marks as well as a terrible, terrible scar. I am completely insecure. When I go to the beach, I have to have a shirt on. I have to constantly have my stomach covered up. It's affected my relationships with my boyfriends. I would really give anything to just get rid of it.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Bayadi. I hear you are here for stretch marks.
Yes.
Well, the good news is, fortunately, we've come up with a really great technique to reduce the appearance of both. It's called the stretch mark eraser. You ready? Okay.
Today, Megan's undergoing her 4th micropin treatment, and we're putting the results to the test. Dr. Orton's back in our procedure room with Megan and Newport Beach plastic surgeon, Dr. Samira Bayadi. So is this the last treatment then?
Actually, no. We usually do 5 to 7 treatments, and they're done in intervals that are about a month apart. So Megan has had month 1, 2, and 3 done in my office. This will be her 4th treatment, and then she'll have another one at 6 months, and then the last one at 12 months, and then as needed, every 6 months to just improve the results.
I mean, this is real cutting-edge treatment that we're doing here for stretch marks. What are stretch marks? It's just scarring in the skin from typically following pregnancy, surgery, from being overstretched. And we've talked about using laser therapy for stretch marks with moderate improvement, but this is a new technique combining 2 modalities. You're going to use microneedling and the use of PRP.
PRP being the platelet-rich plasma, which is fantastic because it carries the patient's own stem cells. Very
so let's do the treatment.
Okay.
Let's check it out.
So what we do, we actually smear a little bit of this right on the stretch mark. We drip it, smear it, and then we use what is called a micropen. This little instrument has 11 needles at the tip that vibrate when I turn it on, and they vibrate very fast. But these are such fine needles, and they're so small that it causes no discomfort really to Megan.
And Megan was a good candidate because in her case, you were treating relatively fresh stretch marks, correct?
Absolutely. And what we have noticed after the 3rd treatment is that they are not as deep. And it's the depth of the stretch mark that casts the shadow and makes them more visible when you look front on. As they fill in with her own collagen, they become less noticeable. Sometimes we see little punctate bleeding in the actual stretch mark, and then these are forming little channels in the skin that are open. And then once these channels are made, we actually smear a little more of her own PRP on there. So because now there are open channels where the stem cells can actually get through. So we put a little more.
And massage it in.
So what's your take, Drew?
Well, you know, I think that Megan looks better in person before we started this treatment. Obviously, she's a little bit red from what was just done, manipulation, but I think she looks better in person than that post picture there. It's I would say, significantly better.
And we're just happy, Megan, that you're getting some resolution. I know this has been a long-standing concern of yours. Thank you for sharing, Dr. Bayadi. Thank you as well.